Hello students. Now we're going to discuss about the internal one answer key for the subject power system operation and control. This is a very important session. So I request all the students to watch the session carefully because it will be useful for your end semester examination. Okay. Uh, First of all, our first question: what are the advantages of per unit representation? Okay, there are a lot of advantages by using that per unit representation. Here I list out 4 points. If you write any of your 4 point correctly, means you will get a 2 mark. Okay. The main point is the transformer can be replaced by the equivalent circuit. Next, transformer connection do not affect by the per unit value, and the handling of this per unit value is very easy, and it is a errorless representation. Okay, by writing this point, you will get a 2 mark. Okay, next, sorry, the next question: what is the need for a system analysis in operation? Okay, what is the need for system analysis? Okay, in operation of power system. Why we go for a system analysis? I list out 3 points. The first one is we have to plan our system. Okay, if you plan means our generation of power is equal to demand. You should plan our generation, and the system operation engineers at various points like area, space, regional and national load dispatch of power. Next one, to maintenance of generation, we have to shut down our plant. At that time we go for a planning. So if you write this point means you will get a 2 mark. And the next one is what are the different component available in power system? These are the different components, that is generator, motor, transformer, transmission line, and load. If you write this means you will get 2 mark. Next one, they illustrate the necessity of slack bus. We already know that what is slack bus. Here we asked about what is the necessity of slack bus. Okay, we know that slack bus is a imaginary bus. This bus will satisfy the transmission losses. This is the main point in this question. If you write this means you will get a 2 mark. Next one, what is mean by acceleration factor? Okay, the acceleration factor is a factor which is used in a Gauss-Seidel method for quick convergence. Okay, this is a short form for acceleration factor. If you write this means you will get a 2 mark. Next one, write short note on single line diagram. So that single line diagram is nothing but the pictorial representation of our power system. It is represented in a all the components are represented by the symbols, single line symbols, and it is otherwise called as pictorial representation of power system. If you write this point means you will get 2 mark. Next one, last 2 mark question, that is what is the need for load flow studies? Okay, here what's the necessity also? Okay, the first one is to calculate the voltage at various buses. We need a load flow study. Next one, we need to study about the short circuit condition. How our plant or our electrical system will react to the short circuit. We have to study. For the purpose, we need a load flow study. The next one is for future expansion of our plant or our power system. We need our load flow studies. If you write this point means we will get a 2 mark. Okay, next we move on to the 8 mark question. This is a need for system analysis in planning and operation. The equation will show that power demand is equal to sum of our generation. This is an important equation for power system planning. If our demand get increases, then our generation means there is a shortage of power. Otherwise, our demand is very low, and compared with our generation means large amount of power get wasted. So we should maintain the equation balance. That means total amount of power generation is equal to total demand. Okay, when we maintain the equation balance means there is no loss for our government. This for making the equation balance, we go for a planning. Uh, this diagram shows the our planning procedure. First of all, we plan our. First of all, we should plan for balancing the equation. Next, we implement the plan in our system. Okay, first we planned. Next one, we implement the plan. Next, after that implementation, we have to monitor our plan with our result. Okay, if our result is matched with our consideration, means there is no changes, we implementing the plan continuously. Or otherwise, if there is a deviation, means we go for a corrective action. Okay, if we take corrective action, means then after taking corrective action, we implement the plan. Or otherwise, if there is a large amount of deviation, means we go for a further planning. Okay, this is a closed loop system, it working continuously for attaining the proper output. Okay, if you write all these point, means you will get a 8 mark. Next one is a big question, that is a flow chart. Explain the computational procedure for load flow studies in Newton-Raphson method. We have two methods, that is a Gauss-Seidel method and a Newton-Raphson method. In this question, we ask about Newton-Raphson method. You should draw the flow chart. Okay, we already familiarized with this flow chart. The first one is start the program, read the data, compute Y bus matrix. Next, initialize bus voltage. Next step, set iteration count. Then bus number 1 I equal to 1. Then we suddenly increasing the bus. Why? Because means the first bus is always a slack bus. We increasing the next bus. Then find out what kind of bus is a second bus. Then take a corrective. We calculate the values we needed. Okay, so you draw the flow chart and write the algorithm. For flow chart, you will get a 10 mark, and write for algorithm you will get a 3 marks. Totally 13 mark question. Next one is a problem. It is a 15 mark question. In this problem, they given that network. In that network, we draw the single line diagram for a given base of 50 MVA and 13.8 kV from the base of generator 1 circuit. Okay, this is a easy problem. We already know the formula. Z per unit nu is equal to Z per unit given into kV volt by kV nu square into MVA nu by MVA given. Okay, by using this formula, we find the value for generator 1, transformer 1. Then for 80J ohm, we use a different formula. Z per unit nu is equal to Z actual divided by kVb nu square into MVAb. Z actual is given in your problem. This is the answer for that 80J ohm. Next, we solve the 100J ohm transmission line. Next, we solve T3, G3, T2, G2. Okay, total we have 8 elements. Okay, all the elements contain, each element contain 1.5 marks. So you will score 12 mark. After solving all the parameter correctly, means you will get 12 mark. Next 3 mark is for the single line diagram. After drawing this diagram, you should mark all the per unit values in the corresponding places. You will get a balance 3 mark, totally 15 marks. If you the main the another important point I have to discuss with you, means all the per unit values must be less than 1. Okay, already I told in our class. If we found that if any one of the per unit value is greater than 1, means your substituted value must be wrong. It is 100% wrong. Then only you will get a greater than 1 value. So you can check your answer during the problem solvation. Okay, that's all about our answer key. I posted this answer key in your Google Classroom. You can go through it, and I posted the soft copy of this answer key also in your Google Classroom. Okay, if you have any doubt, means you can ask me in classes. Okay, thank you, student.